My family kicked me out in the middle of a thunderstorm because I couldn't find a job. I slept in my car, starving and humiliated. But 5 years later, they knocked on my office door, begging for help. And this time, I gave them exactly what they gave me. Nothing. My name's Aaron Blake, 27 now, but this story started when I was 22. 5 years ago, I was just another college graduate with big dreams and zero luck. I'd studied engineering, but after graduation, the job market crashed. My applications kept getting rejected. 3 months later, I was still unemployed, and my family's patience had run out. My father, Henry, was a proud man. "A man who can't earn is a burden," he'd say. My mother, Clara, silently agreed. And my younger brother, Ethan, loved mocking me, calling me the Couch King. One rainy night, things exploded. Dad came home drunk after losing money in the stock market. He saw me sitting in the living room, applying for jobs again. "You still here?" he barked. "You eat my food, use my electricity, and bring nothing to this house?" "Dad, I'm trying." "Try harder," he roared. And before I knew it, he'd thrown my backpack into the rain. Mom didn't stop him. Ethan laughed. That night, I stood outside in the freezing rain, staring at my childhood home, the place I'd once called safe, and realized I was completely alone. I slept in my old car that night. The rain tapped against the windshield like reminders of my failure. For the next few weeks, I survived on $40, eating instant noodles and showering at a public gym. I tried everything: mechanic work, deliveries, freelance gigs, but nothing lasted. Then, one morning at a coffee shop, I overheard a conversation between two men. They were complaining about their software developer quitting suddenly. I had no degree in software, but I had curiosity. I walked up and said, "I can help. I'm not an expert, but I'll work for free." They laughed, but they gave me a shot. I spent nights watching coding tutorials in my car, learning fast. Within weeks, I fixed their issue and improved their system. They hired me full-time, $40,000 a year. That was the beginning. 2 years later, I wasn't just employed, I was thriving. I'd become a full-stack developer, launched a small app that helped small businesses manage staff remotely, and got investors interested. By 25, I was earning more than I ever imagined. But I never called home, not once. They had thrown me out like trash. I wasn't about to crawl back for validation. Then, something ironic happened. My app got bought by a mid-sized tech firm. They offered me a partnership and asked me to head their new expansion in my hometown. Life has a strange sense of humor. The company held a local press conference. My name was all over the newspapers. Local tech founder partners with national firm. That same evening, I got a message from an unknown number. "Aaron, it's Mom. Can we talk?" 5 years, not a word from her. I ignored it. But the next day, they came to my office, my parents and Ethan. Mom looked smaller, weaker. Dad still had that air of authority, but something had changed. Desperation. "Aaron," he began, fake warmth in his voice, "we're proud of you, son. We made mistakes. Let's start over." I didn't say a word. Then Ethan spoke up. "We need your help. Dad's company went bankrupt. We're losing the house." Ah, there it was, the real reason. They wanted money. The same people who threw me into the rain were now begging me to save their home. I leaned back in my chair. "You threw me out for being jobless? Now you're the ones jobless?" Dad's face hardened. "You're still our son." "Was I when you called me useless, when Mom watched me starve in the rain?" Mom started crying. "We didn't know it'd get this bad." I looked at him. Part of me wanted to help, But then I remembered the nights I'd cried in my car, eating cold noodles, while they ate dinner inside a warm home. So I said, calmly, "I'm sorry, my company doesn't invest in failing businesses." Their faces fell. Ethan muttered, "You're heartless." I smiled faintly. "No, I just learned from the best." They left my office without another word. But I wasn't done yet. 6 months later, I learned their house was officially going up for auction. Guess who bought it? Me. When they showed up to collect their last few belongings, I was standing in the driveway holding the keys. Dad stared at me, speechless. You bought it?" "Yeah, and don't worry, I'll take good care of it. You taught me to value property." Ethan lunged forward. "You're enjoying this!" I looked him dead in the eye. Not enjoying, learning. This is what happens when you treat people like they're disposable. They left, and for the first time in my life, I felt free. 6 months later, I converted that house into a tech startup training center, a place where jobless youth could learn coding for free. Every day, new faces came through, people just like I once was, lost, hopeless. But I made sure no one ever felt worthless the way my family made me feel. One night, while locking up, I saw Mom standing outside, alone. She whispered, "You've become someone good, Aaron." I said quietly, "Maybe because I had to learn goodness from the absence of it." She cried softly. I didn't hug her. I just walked back inside and turned off the lights. They threw me out like I was nothing, but life gave me the perfect chance to show them that nothing can become everything if you don't give up. My revenge wasn't money. It was becoming someone they could never destroy again.